Alright, so it's been a while since the last one, and that's because, first of all, been working on my own projects, as you may know. Second of all, this episode required a lot of things to be worked on behind the scenes. I've actually improved a few things since the last time. First of all, you may notice there's more weapons and view models. So if we go down here, first of all we have the M4A1. I've changed something with this, I'll get back to that later. We have an AK-74. Why do I have this? Well, today we're gonna go over loadouts, we're also gonna go over animations. We've also got M9 as usual, but then we've got an M45A1. No hammer, the hammer's not back, ignore that. The hammer's attached to the body of the gun, and I really wanted to add it, so yeah. Okay, so if you're wondering, well, why didn't I record myself doing this, it's just because it takes time to make view models, and I've already went over it, so I think you should be able to do it yourself. If you need any help, just watch my old tutorials. There's also a bunch of guides online, so just refer to those. So we're gonna go over loadouts today, or at least the basics. And now I'm gonna show you a few things that I've changed in game. So now immediately you may notice there's a few things different. First of all, I just changed the sky a bit. I'll go over what I did in a second. It's very easy to change. I also changed the view models. I redid them. I also animated them. I didn't animate the M4, no, not the M4, the AK-74 and the M45A1. Well, I'm animating the M45A1 right now. But then I gotta animate the AK. I've animated the M4A1 and the M9. But yeah, so the view model's changed. Also, we have pretty cool shooting animations. Still no reload, which we're gonna add today, actually. The animations that we're gonna add today are equip, de-equip, reload, a reload for when you're out of ammo as well. We're also gonna add some like empty when you run out of bullets when you're shooting. Inspect as well. So yeah. And also we're gonna go over some things to improve the framework. Such as like head bob and stuff, because I don't feel like there's enough. Your head just sort of bobs up and down. But yeah. Also, I added dummies. You don't really need to do this, although I will show you how. I also changed the M9 view model a bit as well, just made the arms a bit smaller. And also, new firing animation, which I might change later. But yeah. Also, we're gonna add an idle animation as well. You need to add our knife and our grenades, which we will do. Alright, so really quickly I'm gonna run you through everything I did. So first of all, I added dummies. Now, oh yeah, huge thing to say, if you're struggling with finding the default animation plugin, the rig builder plugin, or the 3D, or the mesh importer, it's in Avatar now. Yeah, they added a new tab called Avatar, and they're right here. So the way I added dummies was I just went up to rig builder and then built an R15 block rig. Sorry that's so small. And yeah, there we go. And I think I turned off anchored on all of the parts. I just selected them all and unchecked anchored. which lets them move freely. You know how I changed the view models? I just sort of remade them. I just sort of deleted all the joints, adjusted them, and then remade the joints. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the sky. The sky, what I did was I just, first of all, there's no depth of field. We're gonna make it so whenever you inspect, it'll blur the background. But sun rays, set it to this. It just makes the sun have rays, I guess. And then I went into workspace, and then in terrain I added clouds. You have to put them here. And I just put them on these settings, and there we go. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm going to get this done very quickly. First thing being, we're going to, I don't know if we should do loadouts or animations first. We'll do animations. So I'm going to open Blender, which is the program I use to animate. You might have just used the Roblox animation plugin, which if you have, then just export them, get the IDs, and get ready to follow along, I guess. We're going to start with the M4. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add an equip. I'm going to change the end a bit, get it perfectly on the end. And yeah, so we got our animation. I'm going to hit N to open up this toolbar here. And with the Roblox animations plugin, I'm going to hit export. Go into Roblox Studio. Click on the M4. And I'm going to use the camera locker plugin again. Blender animations. Yeah, you know the drill. Animation imported in. It looks like this. Why is the camera not wobbling? It's because I didn't animate it wobbling. I'm going to do that really quickly. Save it and I'll export it again. Import animation. There we go. And now if I uncheck looping, and then I can just hit replay to reload it. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to hit upload animation to Roblox. Name it whatever you want. You can have two versions of the equip animation, so one where the character cocks the gun, another one where he just sort of doesn't. Okay, did I copy the ID? No, I did not. Alright, that's fine. That's completely fine. Okay, so we're gonna go into our module script. As you know, we've got the fire anim, short for fire animation. We're gonna copy that. We're also gonna copy this fire sound thing, and we'll change this to equip. I just full screened Roblox Studio. We don't need to worry about the sound for it for now. Yeah. Equip anim. We need the animation ID, so I forgot to copy mine, so I'm going to show you how to get it. Go to Roblox, create, then we'll go to animations. We'll click on M4A1 equip, get the ID up here, and we'll paste it in. Sorry if I'm going over this kind of quickly, it's just because we need to start working immediately, because I want to keep this episode slightly shorter. First of all, we're going to scroll up to when we create the fire animation here. We're going to duplicate this. We're also going to go up to the top, and when we say fire anim equals nil, we're going to say local equip anim equals nil. Alright, so I'm going to go a bit slower now. So if we paste this fire animation in, call this equip. Instead of fire anim, we'll put equip anim. And we need this to be equip anim as well. I'm also going to duplicate this and put it into M9. Like that. Copy the name. Paste it in here. Paste this in there as well. And now if we play, it should create a new animation. And if we go to camera, into the view model. There's equip. And now we've just got to play it whenever we load the slot, which is easy. So with the fire animation, we just type fire anim : play. It's that exact same thing. That's how easy it is. So if we type in load slot, we go to, oh yeah, Control F to open this menu, by the way. And these buttons to find. It just searches for the a line in the code with this exact phrase, I guess. That might have been a bad way to explain it. And we'll also say equip anim : play. As you can see, it works. We don't have one already set up for the we don't have an animation loaded yet for the M9, so it looks kind of weird. That's because it's playing the M4's equip animation. But yeah, it's looking a lot better immediately. I'm gonna upload the M9 animation. Just go over to the M9 Blender Animations plugin. Don't know why it's not docked. I'm also gonna I'll open it in a new Blender. Right, there we go. That's fire animation. It looks a lot better in Blender, as you can see. If we go to equip, I was gonna add 2 equip animations. I never finished it though. It's still like a block out. We'll export this. Upload animation. Yep, it's looking good. We'll turn off loop. Upload animation. My animation plugin's bugged, which happens a lot. If it does, just restart Studio. I also renamed the place Zara FPS framework. Don't question it, it just... Oh, not Zara FPS framework. I also renamed the place Zara FPS tutorial. It just sounds cool. And at the end of the day, that's what game development's about. Making things that sound cool, I guess. Okay. Paste it. It works. Uncheck looping. Upload to Roblox. I think I already have it uploaded. I don't know why. I'm re-uploading everything because it's just to help you understand how I'm doing it. Paste that in. Don't know why that looks weird. I think that's an animation issue, which if it is, that's fine. I'll just leave it for now. Because it's there, it works. Fix all of the visual bugs after the gameplay bugs. But I think what we should do is, well, right now, we're gonna add a de-equip. Yeah, while we destroy the view model, before we destroy it, we're gonna play the de-equip animation. Which for the M9, I have one. Use the good old animation plugin. It's bugged again. If it keeps getting bugged, then just keep restarting. I know it's annoying, but yeah. But first, I'm gonna copy the equip stuff, paste it in again, de-equip, anim, de-equip sound. I know I'm leaving this as the M4A1 fire sound, which I'll change later. Paste that in there. And now we're gonna do exactly the same thing with the de-equip animation. So we're gonna copy this here, paste it. De-equip. Should say de-equip anim colon play. Oh wait, no, we should put that in. Yeah, it doesn't really work. I know why. It's because it's destroying it immediately as the animation plays. We could also say repeat task dot wait until de-equip animation dot is playing equals false. As you can see, it looks a lot better. But there's like a brief frame where the gun just appears. Now, there's ways to fix this. Okay, so this may be the lowest IQ solution I could think of, but it works. It's just to make every part in the gun transparent, and then make it untransparent. But before we do that, I'm gonna upload the M4 de-equip animation. Alright, so M4 de-equip. We'll just go into Blender, de-equip. Yep, we paste our ID in. Oh, that's strange. Whatever. Upload. Import A1 de-equip. Copy the ID. As you can see, it works. Although the de-equip animations are kind of slow. So now what I'm gonna do is when we shoot, I'm gonna put equip anim colon stop. And when we de-equip, we're gonna say equip anim colon stop and shoot anim or fire anim colon stop. And then we're gonna do my very low IQ solution. We're gonna say if framework.viewModel then for I, v in pairs framework.viewModel colon get children do. So we're searching through every child of, actually no, we'll say get descendants, which searches through the children of the children as well. Then we'll say v colon, oh no, we'll say local transparency equals v dot transparency. V dot transparency equals 1, so that's invisible. Task dot wait we'll say like 0.1. And then v.transparency equals transparency. So this is getting the transparency of the part like what it was before, so we don't have to check through each part that we want to be invisible. And then it'll make it invisible anyway, and then it'll wait 1 second, and then it'll set it back to its original transparency. But I'm gonna control X that, so we've copied it, but it's gone. We'll say if v colon is a base part, or v colon is a mesh part, or v colon is a part, which probably isn't the best way to do it. You could probably just use 1. But as you can see, it like filters through all of them. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll say for I comma v in pairs framework.viewModel colon get descendants do oh yeah, we need brackets on the end. We'll also say if framework.viewModel, I forgot to do that. And then we'll say if v colon is a part, or v colon is a mesh part, or v colon is a base part, then v dot transparency equals 1. And now we'll try it. Our view model just doesn't load in, but it's still there. Everything's still working, it's just invisible. Which, yeah, it's strange. We're gonna fix it now. So then we'll copy this, paste it back in, and we'll put 0. But we'll also put task.wait. Then we'll set 0.1. Well, we might change this value later, depending on what it is. This is the most low IQ solution you could possibly do. But as you can see, it works. But it makes everything untransparent. So the muzzle point, the fake not the fake camera. Yeah, it does actually make the fake camera. But it also makes the aim part, which is kind of strange. So we gotta fix that. So we'll say if v.name does not equal main, or v.name does not equal muzzle, or v.name does not equal fake camera, or v.name does not equal aim part. So we're just filtering through these parts. There is most likely better ways to do this, but oh well. What if we say equal to those parts? Does it make them visible? It does. Okay. And then we can just put like else and then paste that in, and that'll work. Yep. It still has to load though, so it might. But there you go. There's our equip and de-equip animations. It's looking really cool. Now we're gonna add reloads. So yeah. We're also gonna add an empty firing animation. Now what if I set can fire? Wait, we'll say can shoot equals true. We'll actually say that after it becomes visible. And then up here, when it plays the de-equip animation, we'll say can shoot equals false. So that makes it so when we're de-equipping, we can't shoot, but then when we equip our new weapon, we can. So yeah, we can't shoot, and then we can. So yeah, our game's looking a lot more high quality now, which is really cool. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, that's the humanoid root part. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to do that. So now it's looking pretty good. Our game's looking like an FPS game. Our game's far from finished though, we still have a bunch of animations to add. First of all, we're going to add in reloads, or empty fire actually first. So, you can have an empty fire sound, I'm not going to do that. I'll just call it empty fire anim. And here, I'll put that in. And I'll say local empty fire anim equals nil. And then I'll put it up here with fire anim. We'll go to where we say shoot, and we'll say if framework.module.ammo is equal to 1, then, and then we'll just say else, yeah. And then here we'll say empty fire anim colon play. So this is checking if our ammo equals 1 and we shoot, it plays the empty. Because we're gonna run out of ammo. If it's not, then it'll play the usual. Now you may be wondering, wait, won't this just run even when we're out of ammo? Well, no, because we check if we have ammo, like when we actually fire the function. So yeah. I think it works. I can't tell because I haven't changed the fire. The M4 doesn't have an empty fire animation. I mean, the bolt does lock back, and also the bolt catch does, but I'm not gonna include that as of right now, at least. So here we'll get the shoot empty. Paste it in. So now we'll paste that in here. And now watch. There we go. It does just slowly move back. That's because immediately after, I'm just going to make it automatically reload. If you want it to stay locked back and you have to physically press R to reload, then you're going to have to make an empty idle animation. And I'll go over how to add idle animations and how to go about doing that later. Why did it look really bad then? I think it's because it was, okay, so, and here I'll say fire anim : stop. Here I'll say empty fire anim. Let's try it. Yep, there we go. That's looking much better. We're gonna add reloads now, which I'm very excited to add actually. We'll do the M4 this time because, yeah. I can't remember if I imported the M4 reload. We'll copy it. We'll go to M401. I'll just paste the thing in. We're gonna go down here. I'll change this to reload. Also, sorry the series took this long to get to this point. I know that sounds kind of random. It's because I want to make this game perfect. We're going to play this animation every time we reload. I'm going to paste that in here. Of course, we don't have sound set up yet. I might start working on that this episode and go on to it in the next as well. I'll just do it all in this episode. I don't know though, because yeah, I'm probably gonna split this into 2 parts. It's way too long to do it separately. Yeah, M9 reload. So now when we reload, you can type reload. So here, and then we'll say shoot anim . Fire anim : stop. Empty fire anim : stop. Equip anim : stop. And that's all we need for now. And we'll say if ammo. Oh no, we'll say if framework.module.ammo is greater than 0, then, and then else, I don't know. We need to actually create our reload animation. So what we'll do is here we're gonna paste another one of these. Here I'm gonna put a reload anim : stop. Here I'm gonna make another one for reload anim. And then when we actually press R to reload, we'll say reload anim : play. And now let's try it. I'm actually really excited to see how this is. There's a few things I need to fix. Oh my god, it works. Now, there's a lot of things we should improve with this. Oh yeah. And it works with aiming down sights too. Oh ho ho. It's looking really good. I like it. I'm really happy. Actually, when we shoot as well, I'm gonna stop the reload, because when the reload stops, look, it makes the shooting look weaker than it actually is. So we're gonna say reload anim colon stop. We don't need to say de-equip anim colon stop. And then when we reload, when we have no ammo, it just doesn't do anything. Alright, it's looking really nice. I like it. Oh, that was that issue again. I think that's just like an issue with Roblox animations. But yeah. And now we need to make it so you reload automatically when you run out of ammo. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a function called reload. So function reload, and just paste all that in, and then we go down to when we press R, reload. This will not affect what we've done so far. I mean, kinda. If it does, then we'll say reload anim colon play, but we're gonna add empty. So and then I'll say empty reload. I really like when a game looks like it's coming together very well, and yeah, that just sort of happened. Even though it's just an animation on a gun in game when you press a button. That's a good way to phrase it. Not really, but you get the gist. Alright. Okay. Not empty fire, empty reload. So we got typical reload. Oh, it works. Alright, let me try it with the M9. So we got the normal reload. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't change the ID, did I? Nope. I forgot to change the ID, and I thought there was like a glitch or something. I thought something went wrong, but I forgot to change the ID. Some of these animations are kind of old now. They're not really. Like 4th of December, and I'm recording this on the 11th of December. It's like a week. And we reload the M4. Oh. Oh, let's go. And now what I'm gonna do is when we fire and it's empty, I'm gonna add something. So if it's empty, I'm gonna say, we'll go here and we'll say, instead of putting, yeah, I have an idea. We'll say, if framework.module.ammo is equal to 0, then do this, and then we'll say repeat cast.wait until animation dot is wait no until empty reload anim colon is or dot is playing equals false. And then we'll say debounce equals false. We'll put an else here and put this debounce in here. We have to test this with the M9 first. Oh my god, it works. Instead of 1.5, I'm gonna say like 0.5. Yep, that's perfect. And now we need to do it with the M4. So yeah. For this, we're just gonna copy this entire script, or part of the script. We'll scroll down, even. Yeah. And then we'll just get rid of this. We don't need to worry about much with this one. So yeah, we can reload. Yep, that's perfect. So we're gonna add inspect, and then I think we'll call it a day. Yeah, I'll do part 6 and part 6.5. I know I've done that a lot recently, but yeah. Whenever I do a part like 0.5 of an episode, it's because there's too much to fit into one. Okay, so we're gonna add inspect now. But before we do that, we're gonna go up to the shoot function. We'll say empty reload anim colon stop. And when we de-equip, yeah, it's all good. Okay, so we're gonna add an inspect animation to our game. So I'll create a function called inspect, and I'll say can and I'll say if de-equip anim dot is playing equals false. And yeah, I'll say that. Actually, no. I think an easier way to do it would be to go up to the top and make a variable called like can inspect. Oh no, we'll set that to true. Can inspect equals false. Can inspect equals true. Can inspect equals false. Can inspect equals true. Okay. And we'll go to where we call the inspect function, which I'm gonna try and find it here. If can inspect, then. But we also need to create an inspect animation, which we'll do now. So you know the drill, we copy this, we call this inspect. And then we duplicate this. We'll change the sounds probably next episode, actually. And now we need the inspect, so let's find them. And now what we'll do is, if we go down to when we assign the keybinds, we'll say if input dot keycode equals enum.keycode dot v, then inspect. What about, like, I don't know, H? It's kind of an awkward key. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it on H actually. So let's try it. There's a bit of server lag. And now the reason why that's happening is because we're not stopping the inspect animation. We need to say here inspect colon stop inspect anim colon stop. I can spell. I also forgot to put empty reload anim on stop. I'll put the inspect stop just around. Also put this in the full auto thing. So now if we try it, yep, it doesn't work. Well, the M4, I will inspect our reload animation, which we'll fix in a second, but the first thing I want to do is add some depth of field. So now we have depth of field added in lighting, and we're going to change the settings a bit. make it blur the background whenever we shoot. Just a cool little effect. When we inspect, it will actually go up to the top and we'll say, no, not there. Local, if I can spell, local DOF equals game.lighting.depth of field. And we'll go to when we inspect. Here, and we'll say DOF.far intensity equals, we'll just say 1 for now. DOF.focus distance equals, we'll say 1. DOF.infocus range equals 1. We'll change this in a second. DOF.near intensity equals 1. And then we'll say repeat task dot wait until inspect anim dot is playing equals false. And then we'll paste this again, but we'll set this to the settings that we have down here. We'll also duplicate this and put it in materials service because I'm about to like mess around with the settings. So it will put far intensity to 1, in focus range. Yeah, those will be my settings. So 1 for far intensity, 10.4 for focus distance, in focus radius is 25.215, and near intensity is 0.183. And then we can just put the default depth of field in there, and I just realized that we put that in the wrong box, so we're gonna have to paste these into there, and we have to paste the default values into here. I'm kind of dumb for that. That was my bad, I'm sorry. If we publish, now we'll get this cool blur effect whenever we inspect. Let's try it. We'll do it with the M9 because we have an inspect animation, so there we go. It's a bit hard to notice. I'll stand back and do it. Yeah, that's looking really cool. And that blur effect it makes your game look like different compared to others. We'll check how this looks in game. M4A1 inspect. The idle animation I made, by the way, it can be used on any of the guns. I'm not gonna make multiple. You can if you want to, and it just works the same as the other animations. I just think I'm gonna use the same. Yep, there's the M4 inspect. Okay, so I'm gonna fix the bug that I get with the reloading multiple times. So I'm gonna create a variable called, oh, we already have is reloading. Oh, okay. I'll say if is reloading equals false, then paste that in. And that's the bug fixed immediately. That's how easy it is. Can't reload multiple times. If you still find it a bit weird, just adjust the reload length, and then yeah, you're good to go. So we actually have something kind of cool looking now. It is pretty cool. But I think the first thing we should do, yeah, is add our idle animation. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, we'll add our idle animation, and then we'll see where we go from there. I think we're gonna do loadouts, but I'm probably gonna take a break in the middle of the recording. So now that's how simple my idle animation is. It's 40 keyframes, and it looks like this. Export. Paste that in. Because this one needs to repeat, we're going to leave it on loop. So, we'll upload animation to Roblox. I'll just paste it here for now. Copy this. Idle. Now, you may be thinking, what if I want an idle that's just empty, so the gun's not doing anything? Like, no, what if I want an idle animation when the slide's locked back or the bolt's locked back or whatever? Then just do what I'm doing, but multiple times. So, just copy and paste this again, call it like empty idle, and change it to the ID. And just, I'll go over it once we get to it. So, we'll go up to the top. We're going to create a variable called local idle anim equals nil. Create another one for empty if you're doing empty. And we'll go through this together. So, idle anim colon stop. Also do empty if you need to. We're going to create an animation here for our idle. Make sure to do empty if you need to again. And then down here we'll say idle anim colon play. Also, don't do empty idle there. We'll say here idle anim colon stop. Do empty idle if you are actually, no, don't. Play empty idle here. Well, no, here. Play empty idle here whenever you're if you're leaving an empty idle animation, just put it here underneath this line. Oh wait, no, just say repeat task.wait until empty fire anim dot is playing equals false, and then put empty idle colon play. Now we can we'll say here idle anim colon stop. Then we'll say here idle anim colon stop. just stop the empty idle at any time you stop the regular idle as well. And he will say empty. Wait, no, we'll say idle colon stop. Also say empty idle if you need to. Yeah, that's about it. But now we need to play the empty idle, which we already do. Now we need to play the empty idle. So after we shoot this there, this there, this there. Wait one actually. Oh, so idle anim colon stop. Now I'm gonna go back up to when I played it actually, because I'm gonna add something. Instead of playing it that, we're gonna go down to run service. And then here we'll say if shoot anim, wait no, if fire anim dot is, wait, if not fire anim dot is playing, and not empty fire anim colon or dot is playing, and not empty reload anim dot is playing, and reload anim dot is playing, or not even, I forgot to put not here, and not inspect anim dot is playing, and not equip anim dot is playing, and not de-equip anim dot is playing, or dot is playing. And now it gets interesting. So you don't need to play, you should say and not empty idle dot is playing here as well, if you're adding that, and then play it after you shoot, as I said earlier. But and then we'll say idle anim colon play, and then we'll say else idle anim colon stop. That just helps it we'll say and not idle anim dot is playing. And now it's not really playing at the moment, so well, I think I know why. And we'll say if idle anim dot is playing equals false, then yeah. As you can see, it's working. It might be a bit too much. I think it is. And now let's check it on the, yep, on the M9 it works too. So that's our animation setup. Yeah, this is part 6. We're gonna go on to part 6.5 now. Sorry that this one was very long. Like, yeah, I don't know how long it'll be with editing. You can also reload while aiming down sights. We can add aiming down sights reloads You can also inspect while aiming down sights, which we'll fix next part when we're improving the framework. Yeah, so thanks for watching this part of the FPS tutorial. I was actually really excited to make this one because well, it took a lot of work to animate everything. If you're wondering why the animations look different compared to one another, it's because I was just playing around with different styles. And yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 6.5. Also join my Discord.